20 Sports. Right now, we're going to turn to college hoops, Scotty.
Awesome.
A couple of Big 12 teams are currently ranked at number 1 and number 2 in the AP poll. Number 1, Baylor, had a tough schedule this week, losing on the road to number 10 West Virginia, their first loss of the season. Then they bounced back against 25th ranked Kansas State on the road today. Number 2, Kansas beat unranked Oklahoma and Oklahoma State in Week 10. The Sooners and Cowboys are a combined 0-9 in Big 12 play. Jayhawks head coach Bill Self was asked if he thinks his team should be ranked number 1 after this week. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I think that we've been pretty consistent for 16 straight games, so I don't know what will happen if we'll be 1 or if Villanova will jump us or whatever, but certainly I feel like that we've done more than we had done 2 weeks ago or whatever, but who knows if that means anything. It's really not a big deal. I'd much rather be 5-0 in the league than number 1.
Do you think Baylor is one and done in the top spot of the rankings?
I think they lose their spot. I don't think it matters much. I know that's not a good answer for what we're trying to do. We're trying to strengthen and build sports. So rankings and ratings, they're what keep you checking in every hour.
Honesty, that's what we appreciate.
But Bill Self, I thought, actually gave kind of threw the NCAA a bone there, and the AP a bone, saying, it does hold some type of standing for these kids. Bill Self has a lot of guys that go 1 year and they leave. Some of them, but he actually, I think, of the 5 blue blood programs, he's done the best to retain 5-star recruits over the last 5 or 6 years since Calipari's almost said, beat me or join me. And with that, I think that those are types of motivators essential for Kansas elite players to stay on point when they have scouts watching all 40 minutes and they win the Big 12 every year. We're a decade into them winning every time. So you can't be lackadaisical. There can't be complacency or distraction. Little incentives, I think, are what make all human beings stay on the line day in, day out. So the time will tell because they're going to face each other. And he said that we've been great our last 16 games. They're 16-1. They lost their first game at a neutral site against a ranked team. So I think that over time, we'll figure it out. I don't think Kansas is the best team in the country, but I think they deserve to be ranked number 1.
Okay.
And I think Bill Self should actually be
if
worried about that.
They're not the best team in the country, who is?
I think North Carolina has.
But they don't deserve the number 1 ranking.
They don't. But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. And so that's why Bill Self is right and wrong, and probably is going to be happy and sad if he watches this, because he'll be number 1. Maybe his team will get a boost from that, but he knows that it really will mean nothing when they get to mid-March.